Good afternoon and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Sharni Weinberg and I'm a new car specialist here, and today I'm going to be taking you through the 2017 Pajero Sport Exceed. So let's get started. Starting off under the bonnet of the Pajero Sport, you'll be happy to know that it's got a 2.4 Mivec turbo diesel engine, which will give you 133 kilowatts to 430 Newton meters of torque, which is going to be really handy. And if you do ever find yourself on, the side of the road, you'll be happy to know that they've even put your battery on the safe side of the vehicle. Now I'll just pop the bonnet down and we'll continue around the vehicle. Alright, if you follow me down here, one of my favourite features is actually the 360 degree of cameras. Now they're fully stitched. Now one of these cameras is actually located under your mirror. Plus, when you do lock the vehicle, these mirrors fold in automatically, which is a really handy feature to have also. Now, I absolutely love the modern interior that the Pajero Sport has. It really surprised me when I first saw the vehicle. It even has nice features like your electric seats. Now continuing back down here, it's nice and spacious, but more importantly, you actually get a class leading 8 litres to the 100 with this vehicle, which is fantastic, especially if you're going to be using it for towing. Now, talking about towing, the Pajero Sport, based off the Triton chassis, actually has a 3.1 tonne towing capacity, which will give you 310 downball weight, and even you can have 440 kilos in the back for the rest of your stuff. Now, in the actual boot here, this is going to be perfect if from Monday to Friday school drop-off, or you've got sort of extra family members. You do have 7 seats, which is standard in the Pajero Sport Exceed, but as you can see, you have that ability for all that space there, for maybe when you're going away on the weekend and need to pack a few extra things. Now again, continuing around just to the side of the vehicle here, you're going to be happy to know that these 3 seats in the middle actually have your anchor points, which are located on the roof towards the back. Again, this car is super flexible and great for big families. It's just a matter of clicking a button and everything rolls down for you. So super handy. Now, I want to take you through the interior of the vehicle because it's absolutely amazing. Now, just starting off at the front here, again, you'll notice that nice leather and you do have your electric seats, but let's hop in and take a look. Okay, now we're in the driver's seat of the Pajero Sport Exceed, and I wanted to start off with this dynamic shield shaped steering wheel. This actually matches the front of the Pajero Sport Exceed, which is really quite nice. You'll actually notice we've got some little dials on here. This one here is actually for your adaptive cruise control, which is a new feature in the MY17 Pajero Sport, and quite handy to have if you're on those long drives. You've also got what's called a speed limit adjust here as well. Now, if you're driving along and you don't want to go over, say, 100 kilometers an hour, you can set this to that speed and it will actually suppress the engine so you can't physically go over it. Of course, you can accelerate out of it if you punch the gas pedal and also brake, just like your cruise control, which is nice and easy. Just here as well, you'll notice just at the front, you can go through your trip A, trip B, your average fuel consumption, and also how long you've got to your next petrol station, which is quite handy. On the other side, again, what I mentioned, one of my favorite features, you do have the 360 degree of cameras, which is really handy. This is a larger car, it's perfect for parking. You'll notice we've got our front camera here as well, and it shows it in the little diagram here. If we also press this button again, you'll find that you've got your side mirror here, which is perfect if you're going to be parallel parking. It gives you a better indication of how close you are to the gutter. And of course, if I was to put the car into reverse, you've got your reversing camera that comes up, which is really handy. Alright, and then you can just click this one off. Now those cameras won't work after you go above 20 kilometers per hour. You do have a source button here that will take you through your AM, FM, and even your digital radio, but I'll touch on that a little bit later. You do have your volume controls as well. Now this car does have a fantastic stereo system, and of course you can actually switch between your music channels that you've preset. Never fear, you do actually have hands-free system as well, so if you need to take those important calls, you certainly can. This is obviously to give the car a command, pick up a phone call and hang up. But look, more importantly, in the middle of the steering wheel is you do have one of your airbags. There's actually 7 in this vehicle. They're located, of course, one in the steering wheel, 2 side curtain airbags, 2 side airbags, one in the just above the glove box in the passenger seat, and even a knee airbag. Now that's going to keep you in an upright position if you ever do have an unfortunate situation of a front-on collision, which is quite good. You'll also be happy to know that this car actually has a 5-star ANCAP safety rating, which is fantastic, just keeping you and the family safe. But moving across here to our middle console, obviously we've updated this one, which is really nice. Our new system is actually called our SmartLink audio display system. Now that is compatible with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So if I just go into our home button here, it basically acts like a mobile phone. So you can swipe across like your smartphone. You do have your GPS, clock, your Bluetooth audio, so you can play all your favorite songs as well. Obviously, digital radio is quite fun as well. A lot of the features, you can get a lot more music stations on digital radio, but the most important one is you can press playback. You can actually rewind live radio, which is a really fantastic feature to have. So if you ever miss out on those footy scores and you need to rewind, you always can. Again, just going back to your home button, you've still got your normal FM and your AM stations as well, so you can still listen to those. You've got obviously your phone details, iPod and USB. Now it is important to know that your iPod and USB connectivities are in the middle of the console, just down here, just towards the front. Plus you do have a 12-volt charging port where everything connects down there, keeping it nice and hidden. Now just moving down to this section, you do have your dual temperature control, which is fantastic. So it's not until the passenger gets in where they can change it. You can literally have it on 30 degrees heating on this side and 18 degrees with air conditioning. Alright, moving down here, you do have your hazard lights, and also another favorite feature of mine, you've got your heated seats, which are really easy to use and nice during winter. If I move this one just down here, you'll be happy to know that you do have your blind spot monitoring, which is another great safety feature that's in the Pajero Sport Exceed. Plus, you do have your rear air conditioning vents. This is a 7-seater, so it does help that with that airflow. Plus, you do have a 12-volt charging port or a dummy lighter just there. Now, moving it back up here, you do have actually a Tiptronic system and plus your normal auto. So if you do sort of have that muscle memory of driving an automatic, you can click it across and go up in gears this way. This does have an 8-speed automatic transmission. We have obviously got your electronic handbrake just here, so it's nice and subtle and a lot easier to use. But the one thing I wanted to talk about is the Pajero Sport's Super Select 2 four-wheel drive system. Now right now we've got the setting on 2 high. This is actually a rear-wheel drive, it's best on fuel, and it's perfect for day-to-day driving. You actually can turn it from 2 high to 4 high without stopping and putting it in neutral up to 100 kilometers. Now when you do click it into your 4 high, this will basically turn the Pajero Sport into an all-wheel drive. So you'll have all 4 wheels running at the same time. This is going to be perfect for wet weather days. It does add more stability to the vehicle, and you can even drive it on gravel roads as well. You can even flick through to your 4 high lock. Now this is going to be perfect for, you know, gravel, snow, even sand. You know, just when you're going out and taking those roads less traveled. Now, you do need to stop and put the car in neutral to flick it through to your 4-low lock. Now, this is actually going to bring your car, and it's almost going to act like a tractor, so you can get the best performance out of it. If you ever find yourself on rock especially, or even stuck bogged in mud, this is going to be perfect to be able to get you out. You know, if you have got yourself really stuck though, you can actually come up here and flick on your rear differential lock, which will lock in your axle, making it making you be able to get out of almost every situation, which is quite handy to have. Now again, just flicking that down, push down, and we can go all the way back to our 2 high. Now just with this button here, obviously you do have a 700mm weighting depth with this. Plus you can go through assisted options like when you're going through snow, sand, gravel, or even rock, which is quite good. Plus this little button here, if you are going 4-wheel driving as well, you do have downhill descent control, which is quite good. This is activated when you are going under 20 kilometers per hour, but it definitely comes in handy if you're trying to get off sort of a mountain cliff, so to speak. This car will do that. Alright, again, just moving around to this side of the vehicle, I just want to show you that the Pajero Sport Exceed has plenty of space and you're never going to run out. You've got cup holders in all 4 doors, a large, obviously, glove box, and even your console in the middle. And not to mention just the last few little perky features, you do have obviously your automatic rain sensing wipers and your automatic headlights, and even a self-dimming rear view mirror, which is really quite handy. But that was our walk around on the 2017 Pajero Sport Exceed, and I hope you enjoyed.
G'day, I'm John Hastings and I'd like to thank you for purchasing your vehicle with Berwick Mitsubishi. We hope that dealing with us has exceeded your expectations and that you're driving away in your dream car. So why am I here and not on the cricket pitch? Well, now that you've bought a car or buying one from us, I want to tell you about one of the ways to protect your investment. The Berwick Mitsubishi's Premium Mechanical Protection Plan, a unique and comprehensive service designed to give you absolute peace of mind motoring.